think everybody watching this has experienced at some point some flavor of procrastination. Is this dread that you feel when you have to do something, and then you immediately start finding an excuse, preferably a defensible excuse, of why you should not start doing that, and you need to do this other thing that sounds super urgent, and you just keep on kicking it for later. And I remember I first heard this from Adam Grant. I'm not sure where he got this from, but he was talking about procrastination as a problem of emotional regulation, instead of, as some may think, maybe it's a fault of character or lack of productivity or lack of drive, whatever. But I do know that struggling with procrastination and getting into the right level of concentration for the difficult mental work that many of the jobs, the modern jobs that are required, let's say for knowledge workers, those are day-to-day challenges. Like, we're all facing some version of that. So what is within our power, actionable, to help those of us who have experience or experience on a regular basis either a difficulty to concentrate or procrastination?
So what is very interesting is that procrastination, like stress, is not good or bad always. A little bit of stress is healthy, makes you focus, get your energy to whatever is seen as the priority in that moment. Procrastination depends on the company culture. Sometimes it's smart because sometimes you don't have enough information to make a decision or to do something until, and I'm going to be working too much now, and then no one will make a decision. I have to do the same thing 5 times again. So let's wait until things are very, very clear, and then I can make it. So that would be healthy or smart procrastination. But beyond the limits, which is common the case also with the stress, it becomes counterproductive. So in that case, I think, again, same as multitasking, the starting point is to understand a bit what leads to procrastination. And it can be emotional overload, which is what you just referred to, or it can be cognitive overload. Imagine you have, in a matrix organization, completely different guidance points from different bosses, and you don't know, do I pay attention to the function or to the geography? Am I procrastinating? No, I need to get better alignment. So sometimes it can be emotional, sometimes it can be cognitive, sometimes it can be just structural. From the point of view of what is practical, something easy to do, I think here some types of techniques that, we already talked about physical exercise and aerobic exercise earlier, because that in general gives you more energy. So if you have more energy, more interest in doing things, you are more likely to actually do. But 2 techniques that complement physical exercise very, very well are 1, meditation, mindfulness, and 2, what is called reframing. That is the basic technique from cognitive behavioral therapy. So imagine that the reason you are procrastinating is that because, and many of us are perfectionists. We want to do everything perfect the first time, especially it depends on the culture you have. But what if you reframe the work as well? I'm not trying to prove I'm perfect. I'm just trying to prove I'm getting something done. That's where the framework you mentioned earlier is powerful. I'm just going to get something done. And then after that, I will learn something and I will get something else done. So just that practice of reframing from not being stuck in one pattern of thoughts that leads us to being stuck in our behavior. That's just reframing. That can be a very simple technique to apply and to extrapolate into many different circumstances, can be very beneficial.